blowing through an intersection with a red light could wind up being catastrophic. You have a side impact of a vehicle unsuspecting going through an intersection. It's almost a worst case scenario here. It looks like another red light going through here at Gould. That car in front of the pursuit vehicle had just turned left onto Foothill, and this car just blew right through another red light. We'll see what we do as we approach. So there's the 210 going beneath the 210 here. Stopping at a red light for the first time I think we've seen since they've made that right turn onto Foothill Boulevard. So it's Foothill and Crown. Continuing to move eastbound. This road is going to dead end here at the Oak Grove Golf Course, and we'll see what happens because this car just crossed beneath the 210, and we're going to have the option to go north or south. If they go south, there's a lot more options. If you go north, more side streets that kind of hug around the golf course. There's a nursery there, a plant nursery, left onto Oak Grove Drive. So here we are going north on Oak Grove. There's not a whole lot that's going to be around these parts, just side streets and some homes in this area. There's some stables on the far side of the park. Odyssey Charter School is on the far side, and it's going to wind up at the entrance to the Jet Propulsion Lab. So JPL pulling a U-turn here. We'll see what California Highway Patrol tried to cut them off, and this car able to sneak between those two vehicles, and back we go. Wrong side of the road, westbound or southbound now on Oak Grove Drive. We thought it might come to an end there, but this guy was able to elude those officers, and here we go. Continuing on southbound on Oak Grove Drive, and we have a collision here back on Foothill Boulevard. Car looks like it is not going to be able to be driven here. Fumbling around, airbags deployed, windshield wipers on. CHP has pulled up, and we'll see if this driver tries to make an escape. Guns drawn through the passenger side. Looks like we have a passenger and a driver still inside. Passenger is on the ground. Another CHP officer with guns drawn, and this looks like it is now done. Driver out of the vehicle, giving up. See long hair, it might be a woman or a man with long hair. I believe that is a woman being ordered to the ground. Several officers with their guns drawn, ordering her to get down. It looks like she is cooperating fully. Not a great idea to fix anything on your shirt or your belt if you are in this position. Officers see any reach towards your waistband, and it's not going to be a good situation, but this driver looks like she is complying. Hands locked over her head, legs crossed at the feet, hands now extended out in front of her, and the passenger on the back side of that vehicle 883 is already in custody. Officers not taking any chances with this driver. She is now splayed out on the sidewalk, arms out to her side, and I guess as good an outcome as you can hope for. Hopefully the driver of that other vehicle is not injured, but this car took a pretty big beating. You see the front bumper has almost completely come off of this car, and still the driver was able to get out under her own power. The passenger was able to get out. Do we see the other car involved here? Is that still here, or did they drive off? You can see some debris there in the middle of the road. I don't see the other vehicle. We hope that person is okay. Might have pulled off to the side. Yeah, there they are right there. Have they gotten out of the car? I see the driver door open. It is on, that second car is on Oak Grove Drive. This is happening on just onto the turn onto Foothill Boulevard. They were trying to get back westbound on Foothill, did not have time, weren't able to maneuver that turn, hit another car, disabled their own, and this thing has come to an end with a collision, but hopefully as peacefully as it could be given the circumstances. We will continue to follow this and make sure nothing else comes of this, but it looks like two people now in custody, the driver and the passenger. We will have the latest for you coming up on Eyewitness News beginning at 4:30 this afternoon. We thank you so much for joining us. Glad to see this worked out relatively well, as good as could hoped for in the given situation. You don't want to see a collision, but obviously no pedestrians struck and no major high-speed collisions here. So this looks like it is wrapped up, and we will see you at 4:30 on ABC7, abc7.com, and streaming live on our free ABC7 Los Angeles app.